Hey, how you doing? So, we just bought a new house. It's not new, but we're in Norco. Place has a barn out back, and we we have a panel here in the garage. Uh, the guy that used to live here, he re redid cars and whatnot. I think he painted like motorcycle gas tanks. There's a panel here. There's a panel over in the living room. The original panel, which I'm gonna have to replace. It's got all the original um, circuit breakers and whatnot. There's a panel in the barn, and there's no nothing. There's a lot that's not labeled. So it's gonna just drive me crazy. So I found at Home Depot, and what this thing does is it finds circuits. But I've found a few things that little inconsistencies with it. They say you don't have to take the panel off, and I think for the most part you don't. But I noticed that when I didn't have the panel off, um, when it located a break, it wasn't necessarily the outlet it went to. So I took the breaker off. See, it has a little green button. This thing also is cool because it'll, based on the lights, it will tell you if I had an open ground on the other end of the garage, and it identified it as pretty, and I just fixed it. Not a problem. But it has this deal, and I noticed that when you're supposed to swipe it up and down and let it learn. But again, it worked right. It worked right like 3 out of 5 times. But one thing I noticed, though, let me show you. You open the box, and don't be scared of the box. Nothing in here is going to hurt you unless you get, you sort of get, you know, disconnecting things and whatnot. But I noticed that if I took the wire, see how it got a false reading. Which one is it? So you go down, that one was red. Go down, a couple times. Obviously, it's not these 240 plugs. But just hit the wire with them. There's a good solid red. See, if you hit here, nothing. Wire, red. Here, nothing. Wire, red. If we take this breaker and I flip the switch, I'm trying to get this so that it looks like it's off. Those lights are not off. Oh, here you go. This is a good angle. Now they're off. On, off. On, off. So anyways, I don't know. The tool's cool. It works good. I just think that hitting the wire is probably the best way to go. Because as you guys saw, it got a misreading up here. And they got a good reading here. Without diligence, I mean, you probably would have labeled the wrong outlet. So, see? Somebody might have an answer for this, but it's my 2 cents. I like the tool. I think the tool works good. It's got a couple other accessories. You can plug it into this, and you can check wires. There's also a thing to screw into light bulbs and whatnot. You can find the circuits. I think it's a good tool. I think it works. I think that opening the box and hitting the wire is probably the best way to go about it. When I first started using it, I didn't take the panel front off, and the tool was either not hitting the right circuit or not hitting a circuit at all, it'd indicate on a circuit, and I'd flip the switch and the lights wouldn't go off. So I'm not an electrician, but I have some experience with it and opening boxes. I hooked up our jacuzzi. I found that it was more reliable um, when you took the face off the box, and you shouldn't be intimidated to do that. Stick your fingers in there and do a bunch of stuff in there. If you're uncomfortable with electricity, you should just have somebody else just label the box. But I think this is fairly simple. I think the tool's cool, and it works good. Just hit the wire. I think just hitting the wire is the way to go. But anyways, yeah, it's my 2 cents. Hopefully the video helps somebody. I think there's a couple of YouTube videos on this tool already, so if you have more questions, or what I did isn't something you want to do, opening the box, just check out a couple other videos. I think there's probably 4 or 5 of them on there, but I found it on YouTube. I went and bought the tool. I don't think it worked as easily as some of the guys said it did. Like I said, it either it didn't indicate or indicated on the wrong deal. When I pulled the panel off and tested the wires itself, it seemed to work perfectly. You saw the one where it indicated on the wrong one, but indicated on the right one, but then didn't have a false hit on that one again. So I think that's the way to go. Anyways, all right, guys. I hope it was helpful. We'll see you later.